Hi, I'm Judy Russell with SBR.TV, and I'm here today with Adam Burns, the sportsbook manager from Bodog.ca, to get the book's perspective of the upcoming betting weekend. First, we'll talk about March Madness, and then we'll take a quick look at the MLB. So firstly, Adam, the public-backed sides did very well in the first two rounds of the NCAA tournament. So my question is, what side is the public leaning towards in the Sweet 16? And if they cover, will it be a losing round for you?
This Sweet 16 round's a little bit split. There's a couple favorites that the public's pounding pretty hard. The first game of the Sweet 16, UConn, they were -1 against San Diego State. Now they're up to -1.5. The public's very heavily on UConn. San Diego State has not really played any team from a big conference this year, and going up against UConn, the Big East champions, and Big East was probably the strongest conference all year. So it'll be interesting to see how San Diego can actually stack up against a team like UConn playing this type of competition. So I think that's one of the reasons that a lot of the public is on UConn. But if San Diego State can get through UConn, I think they have a legit chance to go further in the tournament and, assure themselves that they were a legit number two. Another one that the public's on tomorrow is Ohio State -6 against Kentucky. Right now, also in future betting, they're 5-2 to win it all, co-favorites along with Kansas, and the public's really heavily on Ohio State for that game to cover the 6 points. And right now, we're taking out of all the favorites the most money on Ohio State to win the whole thing. And then on the other hand of it, there's a couple dogs that are really popular. First one, the Arizona +8.5 against Duke. It's kind of funny with Duke. It's either a lot of basketball fans say they either love Duke or hate them. And I think the same's with the betting. Tonight, all the haters are out, I think, and they're on Arizona +8.5, taking all those points. The way Arizona's been playing with Derek Williams, they look pretty good. So I think the haters are out. They're going against Duke. And also the late game on Thursday, Butler +4.5 against Wisconsin. Butler has surprised a couple people already, or a lot of people actually, winning their first two games, beating Pittsburgh, and they're getting 4.5 points tonight. And almost every game they play seems to be really close. So I think the public likes Butler in this one. So basically, this is kind of a weekend where we're cheering for some favorites and cheering for some underdogs.
Are you offering any live betting for the Sweet 16 games? And if so, how much action do you get on these live betting as opposed to how much you get on the games before tip-off?
Yeah, the live betting or in-running betting at Bodog's been growing over the last year or so. So far in the tournament, we've offered almost every game live betting, and it keeps growing the amount of bets game by game and round by round. Obviously, in the first two rounds, there's so many games to pay attention to that it's kind of tough to keep up with all of them, but I expect it to get pretty big this weekend.
Great stuff, and I noticed as well you have a tutorial on Bodog to introduce people into live betting. I went through it yesterday, so I might give it a shot this weekend.
Good luck.
Great stuff. On to MLB.